Cooper Marcher here. You might think a smiley face is a bit unusual for my tie for this story, but this is about a dying Vietnam war vet that his last wish was to be reunited with his dog. There's something special about shelter dogs. Maybe it's the struggles they've been through, but when you adopt a rescue dog, there's just something in their eyes that lets you know how grateful they are to finally have a home. This special dog in particular demonstrates the telltale gratitude after it's finally rescued. Former Marine John Vincent, who fought in Vietnam, was 96 years old and had a touching moment and gets a final loving lick from pet dog Patch. The veteran lived alone and did not have a family. All he had was his beloved dog Patch. He almost never parted with him, even when riding his Harley. When the old man was brought to the hospice, there was no one to leave the dog with. Patch was temporarily transferred to an animal shelter. Soon the shelter staff were informed that John had little time left. Vincent, who was born in Montana and raised on a ranch, enlisted in the Marines when he was young and served for 3 years, including in Vietnam. When asked about his time in the military, Vincent said, "I always went where the best went." When the director of the animal protection found out about the story, he immediately agreed and decided to do everything in their power to make this meeting happen. And they quickly found Patch. Patch's last meeting with John was very touching. "Yes, it's me, it's Dad," John said as Patch licked his face. "Are you glad to see me? I'm very glad to see you." It was a beautiful hello and a beautiful goodbye. Patch returned to the shelter, but he was not left alone. He has already found a new owner. He was the smallest, and I wanted one that could ride on my bike. The only hair I had was on my chin, which was called a patch, and he had a little white patch, so we were the Patch Brothers, Vincent said. The two would ride in Vincent's Harley motorcycle, with Patch wearing his own pair of tiny goggles. After Vincent retired in New Mexico, the pair would take walks every night. The Animal Care Service posted photos from John and Patch's last meeting. It was a touching farewell. It was such a heartfelt moment. They were so happy to see each other to say goodbye. It was an honor for me to fulfill the last wish of this veteran, Danny said. The shelter followed by saying that Patch has found a new owner and will be joining his new home very soon. This is a very sad story, but if you think about it, it's also a very happy one. Treasure all your time with your pets. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.